Dr. Shyam Prabhakaran, in the top stroke doctors in the US, recently said something that stopped us in our tracks. There's something dangerous happening every morning, and most seniors have no idea. Every 40 seconds, someone has a stroke in America. But here's the shocker. There's a short window of time right after you wake up when your brain is at its most vulnerable, and very few people are doing anything to protect themselves. In this video, we'll reveal exactly why the first 30 minutes of your morning could change the course of your brain health forever, and the simple steps you can take to stay safe. So don't go anywhere. Your brain may depend on what you learn next. Now, here's what most people don't realize, and it's something that can quietly impact your brain health every single morning. The first 30 minutes after you wake up may feel normal, but inside your body something serious is happening. The moment you open your eyes and shift from sleep to wakefulness, your nervous system kicks into gear. It's like flipping on a switch. Your sympathetic nervous system becomes active, signaling your heart to beat faster, your blood vessels to constrict, and your blood pressure to rise. This is a normal process. It's what helps you get up, move, and start your day. But here's the catch. For many seniors, especially those over 60, or those living with conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, or elevated cholesterol, this transition can be dangerous. A calm sleeping body, then zoom in as blood vessels narrow, heart rate rises, blood thickens. As you wake up, your body undergoes a series of rapid internal changes. First, your blood pressure rises, sometimes sharply, in just the first few minutes. This spike is called the morning surge. It's natural, but in older adults or people with compromised cardiovascular systems, that surge can be more than your arteries can safely handle. Next, your heart starts working harder. The beat becomes faster and stronger. Again, this is part of your body preparing for movement. After that, you pick up your pace, start running, and follow the 6 to 9 minutes. But if your blood vessels are stiff or narrowed due to age or plaque buildup, this added pressure can strain your arteries, especially in the brain. And there's something else. Your blood itself becomes thicker and more sticky in the early morning. This is because you're slightly dehydrated from hours of sleep without drinking water, and thick, sticky blood is much more likely to form small clots, tiny blockages that can travel to the brain and trigger a stroke. A small clot traveling toward the brain, slowly blocking a vessel. It's during these early minutes that silent damage can begin. Arteries may spasm, microclots may begin to form. And in some cases, these events may lead to what's called a TIA, a transient ischemic attack, or mini-stroke, which is often a warning sign of a major stroke to come. Even more concerning? Many people have no symptoms at all during this time. No warning signs, no pain, nothing that tells them something is wrong. Mice Cocho. When the Facebook added, "Nice," that's why doctors call this one of the most dangerous and most overlooked times for your brain health. The body's transition from sleep to wakefulness is one of the most vulnerable periods, especially for those over 60. We see many strokes occur in the early morning hours, often before breakfast. If you've ever felt lightheaded when standing up too fast in the morning, or had a pounding heart or dull headache shortly after waking, these can all be subtle signs that your brain and heart are under morning stress. But even if you feel nothing at all, even if your mornings feel perfectly normal, that doesn't mean you're in the clear. Stroke risk is often silent, and the truth is, the first 30 minutes after waking up might be the most important time of the day to protect yourself. But here's the good news, and it's very good news. You can protect yourself, and it's overrated, and it sets your day up for success and restful sleep, and it sets your day up for unstoppable victory. That means you're in the good news. Once you understand what's going on, you can take a few small, simple actions each morning to counteract this hidden danger. Actions that are natural, safe, and most importantly, proven to work. You don't need expensive treatments. You don't need medications. In fact, these steps don't require more than a few extra minutes of your morning, and they can make a real difference. Even if you've already had a stroke, or if you're managing high blood pressure, cholesterol, or diabetes. Let me be clear, we're not talking about radical changes. These are everyday habits that almost anyone can do, but they can reduce your stroke risk, support brain health, and help you feel better throughout the day. Or skips breakfast, or grabs coffee before drinking water. This next section is for you. Because what you do in the first few minutes after waking might just be the most important thing you do for your brain all day. And when you stick around, you'll learn 3 science-backed habits that can make a difference starting tomorrow morning. It could be one of the smartest things you ever do for your long-term health, and possibly your life. Now that you understand how vulnerable your brain can be in the first 30 minutes after waking, let's talk about what you can do to protect it, starting tomorrow morning. And the best part? These habits are so simple, so natural, that once you understand them, you'll wonder why nobody told you about them sooner. They cost nothing. They take just a few extra minutes, but their impact could be life-changing, especially if you're over 60 or have a history of high blood pressure, stroke, or diabetes. Habit 1. Wake up slowly, not suddenly. Let's start with something incredibly simple, but often overlooked. When your alarm goes off or you open your eyes, don't just sit up and stand right away. Rushing out of bed may seem harmless, but it can send a shock to your system. Why? Because while you were sleeping, your heart rate was low, your blood pressure was stable, and your blood flow was slow and calm. If you suddenly sit or stand, gravity pulls blood downward. Your heart races to adjust, and your blood pressure can swing up or drop suddenly. That's when people feel dizzy, lightheaded, or worse, fall, faint, or even trigger a vascular event. Instead, follow this simple routine. Open your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. Gently move your hands and feet for 30 seconds. Sit up slowly and stay seated for 1 full minute. Then place your feet on the floor and stand up calmly. That's it. It takes about 2 minutes, but this gentle transition helps your cardiovascular system adjust gradually. You give your blood pressure time to stabilize. You give your brain steady, even blood flow. You lower your risk of dizziness, falls, and stroke. It might seem small, but the science is clear. Waking up too fast is a hidden risk factor for stroke in older adults. So, from now on, wake up with intention, not panic. Habit 2. Drink a full glass of water, but not cold. The second habit is just as powerful, and just as simple. Within the first 5-10 minutes of waking up, drink a full glass of water. Not juice, not coffee, plain water. But warm or room temperature, not cold. Why does this matter? Because your body becomes mildly dehydrated overnight. You lose moisture through your breath and sweat. And when you're even slightly dehydrated, your blood becomes thicker. Thicker blood flows more slowly and increases the risk of clotting, especially in the narrow vessels that feed your brain. Now, drinking a glass of water right away helps restore normal hydration, improves blood flow, and helps thin your blood naturally. It also supports kidney function and helps flush out toxins that build up overnight. But here's something most people get wrong. They drink ice-cold water. And that's a mistake, especially first thing in the morning. Cold water can trigger a response called vasoconstriction. It causes your blood vessels to tighten. That means less circulation, more pressure on the heart, and less oxygen to the brain. The exact opposite of what you want. So instead, Keep a glass or bottle of room temperature water next to your bed. The moment you sit up, take small sips. Finish the whole glass before you do anything else. It's one of the fastest, easiest ways to protect your brain. Habit 3. But timing matters. Drinking coffee before eating or drinking water can cause a sharp rise in blood pressure, especially in older adults. That's because caffeine stimulates your central nervous system. It narrows your blood vessels, increases your heart rate, and can cause a surge in cortisol, your stress hormone. If you haven't eaten anything yet, these effects hit your system fast and hard. And for someone with hypertension, diabetes, or vascular issues, that morning coffee jolt can quietly add to your stroke risk. Here's a better approach. Drink water first to hydrate and thin the blood. Eat something small, a piece of fruit, a few nuts, half a banana, or even a slice of whole grain toast. Then, after about 10-15 minutes, enjoy your coffee. By doing this, you're giving your body a buffer. The food and hydration help slow caffeine absorption, your blood pressure stays more stable, and your brain stays better protected. Again, the goal isn't to give up your morning coffee, it's to use it wisely. Because when it comes to stroke prevention, timing is everything. These 3 habits may seem almost too simple, but they're rooted in solid science. They've been supported by doctors, neurologists, and stroke researchers, and when practiced daily, they can make a powerful difference in reducing stroke risk, especially in seniors. So here's your challenge. For the next 7 mornings, follow this 3-step routine. Wake up slowly, drink room temperature water, and eat something before your coffee. That's it. Increase your morning coffee. The morning coffee fills you up. It might feel small, but these changes could protect your brain, your memory, and your independence for years to come. And if you care about someone over 60, please share this with them. It could save their life. Let's be honest, strokes don't always come with a warning. They're often silent, sudden, and devastating. One minute everything seems fine, and the next, your life can change forever. But here's the good news. While you can't control everything, you can control some of the biggest risk factors, especially the ones hiding in plain sight. And one of the most important? Your morning routine. What you do in those first few minutes after waking up. How you move, what you drink, when and what you eat. It all matters. In fact, it could be the difference between staying strong and sharp or facing a medical emergency that no one sees coming. Why? This matters more than you think. Here's something most people don't realize. The early morning hours are the most dangerous time of day for your brain, especially after age 60. Studies show that your risk of stroke, heart attack, and even sudden cardiac arrest increases between 6 a.m. and 11 a.m. Why? Because your body goes through big changes as you wake up. Your blood pressure naturally spikes. Your heart rate increases. Your blood is slightly thicker due to overnight dehydration. Stress hormones like cortisol surge. All of these changes put extra pressure on your heart and brain. If you're already dealing with high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, or circulation issues, the risk grows even more. But that doesn't mean you're powerless, not at all. In fact, those 3 simple habits we just talked about, waking up slowly, drinking warm water, and delaying coffee until after a light snack, may seem small, but they're powerful. They help stabilize your blood pressure, improve circulation, reduce clot risk, and ease your brain into the day gently. Not with a shock, but with steady support. A simple 7-day challenge that could change everything. I'm going to ask you to do something. Not for me, but for you. For your future. For the people who love you. Try these habits for 7 days. Just 1 week. That's it. Start each morning slowly. Give your body time to adjust before standing. Drink a full glass of room temperature water within 10 minutes of waking. Eat something light before your first cup of coffee or tea. That's it. No expensive supplements, no complicated routines, just simple, intentional steps that protect your brain when it's most vulnerable. You might be surprised how different you feel. More stable, more clear-headed, more energized, and even more confident, knowing that you're taking real steps to protect your long-term health. If you found this helpful, please don't keep it to yourself now. If you found this video helpful, if something in it made you think, why didn't anyone tell me this before? I want to ask you for one more thing. Share it. With a spouse, a parent, a friend, a neighbor, someone in your church group, someone you know who's over 60, or who has high blood pressure, diabetes, or a family history of stroke. Because let's face it, most people don't think about stroke prevention until it's too late. But you do. You're here, you're paying attention, and that already puts you ahead of the curve. But imagine how many lives could be improved, even saved, if more people knew about this, if more people made just these small changes in the morning. Sometimes it takes just one person to make a ripple effect, and that person could be you. One final thought. I want to leave you with this. Something simple but powerful. We spend so much time worrying about the big things. Medications, surgeries, insurance, doctor visits, and yes, those all matter. But sometimes the small things, done consistently, are what truly protect us. A glass of warm water, a few deep breaths before standing, a banana before your coffee. These may sound ordinary, but they could keep your brain healthy, your balance strong, your mind sharp for years to come. Don't underestimate the power of these small steps. And don't wait for a scare to make a change. So here's your gentle reminder. Take this seriously. Your brain is your most precious organ. It's your memory, your mobility, your independence. And once it's damaged, it's hard, sometimes impossible, to get it back. But right now, you have a choice. You can do nothing and hope for the best. Or you can take action. Simple, smart action that helps protect you every single day. And I hope you choose the second option. From all of us here at Health Tips Lab, thank you for watching. Please take care of yourself. And if this helped you, it will help someone else too. So pass it on. Because a healthy brain starts with a healthy morning. Mike.